enter your discipline era and build the Jewish life of your dreams. This enter your discipline era thing is everywhere right now, at least on my social media. Maybe that's true for yours. And I think it's a great idea to apply to building a Jewish life. But I think social media has been completely misunderstanding what the word discipline means, especially when it comes to something so personal as building a Jewish life. Because if discipline means doing everything perfectly, almost everyone's going to fail. And that's not a you problem. That's a structural problem. Hi, I'm Kochava. I'm a Jewish convert, and I've been helping people convert to Judaism since 2010 through my blog, buildingajewishlife.com. And if you want to work with other people on building a real Jewish discipline, check out my membership, Buy It Builders. It's open to new members right now, and the link is down in the description below. So most people think that discipline looks like doing all the mitzvot, being consistent immediately, never missing anything, always doing it perfectly, doing it with a high-intensity energy, and keeping up with what everyone else is doing. You don't need to keep up with the Steens. And if you can't do that, and we all know that pretty much no one can, we shame ourselves with like, I'm just not disciplined enough, or I'm doing this wrong. I don't think that's a discipline problem. I think that's a definition problem. We're calling burnout a lack of discipline, and then wondering why it feels so impossible to achieve your goals. Real discipline is not intensity or perfection. It's consistency. It's showing up imperfectly. It's doing less, but actually doing it. And it's building something you can repeat for the months and years down the road. And that is a completely different skill set than what we have been taught to believe discipline means. This matters a lot in Jewish life because there is always something more you could be doing. You could always be doing more mitzvot. You could always be doing them better. You can be constantly perfecting the way you speak and the way you act. There is no finish line where you can say, I'm a good Jew. How would you even measure that? I feel like I'm of the opinion of like Schrodinger's good Jew. I think that all of us are good Jews, doing the best we can with the resources we have at the time. But simultaneously, all of us are not good Jews. We are messing up all the time because we're human. Both of those things can be true at the same time. And it shouldn't shame you. It should give you realistic expectations and give you that little oomph you need to do a little bit better today than you did yesterday. So in Jewish life, if you treat discipline as do everything, you're going to burn out real fast and you're going to end up doing nothing. So here's what discipline in building a Jewish life actually looks like. Step 1, pick an area. Not everything, just one focus. And I know you don't want to do that. I know you want to pick 3 or 8. I am that person. That's why I know. But you and I both know that's not going to work out. We know what the right answer here is. It's pick one thing. And then step 2, define your goals for either this week or this month, a very short time frame, which also lets you scratch that itch of doing lots of things because you can switch each week or each month to a new thing. But I don't want you setting these goals for an ideal life. You don't live an ideal life. None of us do. Putting it in like tech bro terms, what is your minimum viable product here? What is the minimum viable practice that you can pull off this week or this month, no matter how hangry you are, or if you get sick, or your kids get sick, or you have a big project at work? What can you guarantee that you can do? That's where you start. Setting the bar low means you get over it. And the more you get over the low bar, the higher you can set the bar. But you got to start low first. Start with baby steps. Build your consistency with small steps, and you can take much bigger leaps later on. Step 3, make it sustainable. Can you repeat this next week or next month? Or will it cause you to burn out? Step 4, adjust without quitting. We act like adjustments is a bad word. It's that all or nothing thinking that tells you that you have to do everything or what you did didn't count at all. And that's not true. Every step you take, every mitzvah you do counts and matters, no matter how imperfectly you did it. Miss a day? Keep going the next day. Don't be tempted to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Change your plan rather than abandoning it. And yeah, you might need lots of changes. You might need to change every week, maybe even every day. That's okay. You're different every day and every week. Maybe you need a different plan based on what's going on today. Remember, the more you run the race, the easier the race gets. So make sure you get on the track and join the race today. no matter how imperfect or incomplete it is. Fundamentally, building a Jewish life isn't about proving something to anyone. It's about building something you can actually live with. You could always be doing more, but don't let that stop you from doing something. And honestly, this is where most people need support. Not more pressure, not more information. There is an overload of information right now. They need structure. They need guideposts. And that's the gap that my membership Buy It Builders fills. And it's open to new members right now through May 14th. It's designed to help you build a Jewish life step by step, without burnout, without guesswork, without comparing yourself to other people, and without trying to do everything at once. Check out the link down in the description below. You don't need to become a more disciplined person. You need a version of discipline that actually works in real life. If you're worried about your discipline era, you're probably worried about mistakes you might be making. Next, you should watch my video about the top mistakes people make during a Jewish conversion.